Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. שלום עליכם, סלאם עליכום. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שברחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Temple Israel. I'm Rabbi Lily Goldstein. I'm joined by Cantor Julia Kadrain. We're so lucky to have Lindsay on drums and Mike on the piano to help us bring in Shabbat this week. Our Parsha gives us a unique commandment. We're told, Umaltem et orlat levavchem. You shall circumcise your heart. Maltem, like a milah, like a bris. It's a very odd commandment to cut away the thickening of our heart. And just as a bris and a circumcision is an opportunity to enter into community and covenant, Moses here, in giving us this commandment, is inviting the Israelites into community and covenant. He recognizes that all people, the Jewish people included, sometimes have a thickening around their hearts. There are things that block us off, the experiences we've had, the stresses in our lives, they keep our hearts hard. And Shabbat can be an opportunity to soften our hearts, to let goodness in. And our hope is that our prayer service together will be a softening. We can't just cut away the thickening. It's too much work. But when we're together, when we join in song and prayer, when we let go of the parts of the week that may have weighed on us, then our hearts can start to feel lighter, and maybe we can do the biblical work of heart circumcision or something like that. And the way we can start that work is by letting each other in. So I want to invite you to say Shabbat Shalom to the people around you, welcome them into your heart, and open up to spirituality.
We'd love to invite up the Muller and Mendel families for the honor of the candle lighting. Please join us on the bima.
Hashem.
As Rabbi Goldstein said so beautifully, part of our work together tonight is to shake loose what's ever holding us back from being fully present. And singing together actually does a lot of that for us, because when we sing, we literally create vibrations within our bodies that lower our heart rates and reduce our stress. So this is our way of inviting all of us in to joining our voices together. If you've been here many times, or it's your first time here, if you think you're a good singer or a bad singer or a medium singer, whatever you think about your voice, this is an invitation to participate in that ancient ritual of singing to help shake loose what we don't need and to welcome in Shabbat. So in that spirit, I'll invite us to turn to page 131, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, sing to God a new song. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shir Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Masru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shir Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Masru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Zapru v'goyim kevodo, bechol ha'amim nifrotav, ki gadol Adonai, u'bechol ha'miyot, norahu al kol Elohim. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shir Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Masru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Zapru v'goyim kevodo, bechol ha'amim nifrotav, ki gadol Adonai, u'bechol ha'miyot, norahu al kol Elohim. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shir Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Yismechu be'malchuscha shomrei Shabbos v'korei oneg. Yismechu be'malchuscha shomrei Shabbos v'korei oneg. Korei, 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 oneg, korei, 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 oneg. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididai dai dai da 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 da. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididam dadam dadayam dadam dadam. Yididai dai dai da 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 da. Yismechu be'malchuscha shomrei Shabbos v'korei oneg. Yismechu במלכוסך שומרי שבס וקורא עונג In a moment, we'll prepare to welcome the Shabbat beloved into our midst with Lecha Dodi. And before we do that, we have two real-life beloveds who are here with us preparing to celebrate their upcoming wedding. So Daniel and Alex, I'll invite you to join us on the bima. Please rise. So Daniel and Alex, in a few months, you'll be standing under the chuppah together. Mm-hmm. And when you are under the chuppah together, you'll be surrounded by your nearest and dearest, the people close to you. So this is our entire community, our broader congregation's way of celebrating you and lifting up your love. Part of the beauty of community is that whether we know each other personally or not, we say, Siman Tov u'Mazel Tov lechol Beit Yisrael. So it is a beautiful thing and a good sign for the whole house of Israel. The whole house of Israel celebrates the love of two people, whether we know each other well or not. So thank you for letting us into your story and letting us into your love. And Daniel, we know that you have a very rich and special history here with Temple Israel, growing up here, celebrating your bar mitzvah here. And Alex, you're now part of the Temple Israel family too. So we hope that you feel the warm embrace of this community too. So in that spirit, it's my honor to offer you both our tradition's most ancient blessing that you will also receive when you stand under the chuppah together. Perhaps the first time, though, tonight that you'll receive this blessing as a couple. And the congregation who's assembled, you have a role to play here by affirming each line of the blessing with the words, Ken Yehi Ratzon, which means, may it be so. So in that way, we all participate in blessing this couple. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha ken yehi ratzon. May God bless you and keep you. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka ken yehi ratzon. May you feel God's light shining within and around you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom. Ken yehi ratzon. May God be with you as you prepare to take this next step together, the next chapter in your lives together, and may God give you peace.
You may be seated for just a bit as we are certainly softened by the love of this young couple. We welcome the love of Shabbat into our midst with Lecha Dodi. Together we'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 on page 138. And then when we reach the final verse, we'll rise in body and spirit, facing the entrance of our sanctuary to greet the Sabbath beloved.
Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad hishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad le'shem u'tiferet v'litchila lecha dodi Likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nocha ki him mekor habracha mirosh mikedem nisucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitorari kiva orem kumi uri huri shidaberi yevon Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom hateret bala gam mesimcha uvtzola toch emunei ham segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela.
We remain standing for Baruch, our call to worship on page 146, feeling not only the call from our cantor, but the sense of communal response vibrating between and among us that says we're ready for Shabbat, we are ready for prayer. Be seated. We turn together to page 150 for Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avta, Amcha
Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments.
Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta.
We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevad Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meyodecha ve'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam lehot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem.
We continue with our song of liberation, Micha Mocha, on page 158.
Micha Mocha, Bailim Adonai, Micha Mocha, Nedar v'kodesh Norah, Tehilot, Oseh, Debbie Friedman of blessed memory said, "Most of the time we walk around inside out, and we think no one sees who we are at our essence. Maybe because we may not want to see, when in fact, most humans are walking around in plastic bags, and their pain and their joy, their apprehension and their fervor, it all shows. In truth, there is love all around us, though we live in a world in which there is a good bit of dissonance and pain, but we have a haven of love. We create a world of love so that sometimes, for the first time, people understand what it is to love and feel a part of something, loved just for their presence." We ask for God's sheltering presence with Hashkivenu. These words are on your handout, your daf. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom, v'ha'amidenu shomreinu lechayim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, oh Adonai, guard us from all harmful things, oh Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen, amen, amen.
We know that when we are struggling, when people whom we love are struggling, we can feel quite far from loving presence, the loving presence of God, of each other. That isolation and loneliness is something that we can cross over through if only we can let others in, perhaps, or hear the prayers that others offer. And so our Misha Berach Lecholim, our prayer for healing, is an opportunity to share our loving presence with those who are struggling. If there's someone whom you love who's in need of healing, as my hand passes through the room, I'll invite you to share their names so that we can include them in our communal prayer for healing. Our Temple Israel family prays for the continued healing of Eileen Berger, Bruce Bergman, Wendy Bierman, Cal Fishbein, Lanny Gans, Sabina Green, Elaine Green, Barbara Harrison, Jeff Helfand, George Claros, Samuel Kolstad, Arnold Nicholsberg, Elliot Novak, Robbie Regano, Anne Skotsafava, Victor Shedlin, Judy Slauson, Doreen Takabayashi, Bernie Vagnini, Lori Weiser, Ute Winslow, Noah Wolf, Roe Yaron, Avraham ben Nahum Moshe, Shimon Eliyahu ben Avraham Visara. We offer this prayer for those we named aloud, those we named in the quiet of our hearts, and those of us here in need of healing. Page 371.
Mishebeira votenu limotenu, may the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishebeirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Refuah Shlema Umehera, may they have a speedy and complete healing. As we prepare now for the Amidah, our central standing prayer, I wanted to turn your attention to a few words that we'll chant as part of the Avot V'Imahot. I always get very excited when words or verses from the Parsha show up in our regular liturgy, and that happens this week. It happens not a zero number of weeks, but every time it's still exciting. And this week, as Moses is trying to encourage the Israelites to follow God, he reminds them that God is Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor. God is God. Yeah, you know it. You're going to know it when it comes. And Hanorah, that's in the verse too. God is great, mighty, powerful, and awesome. And there's something so special about the words in our daily liturgy, knowing that they came from this moment of Moses' great speech. So as we recite them together, I want to invite you to imagine the echoes of our ancestors mingling with our own voices as we bring in divine presence, as we focus in on prayer. So we'll turn together to page 164 for our Amidah and rise in body or spirit.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi hagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips for praise. Baruch atah Adonai.
Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We continue with personal meditation, offering the words of our Siddur through page 180, or sharing the prayers of our heart, standing or seated, as is your custom.
Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love.
As some of you may know, or some of you have wondered, or some of you can just tell, I am 35 weeks pregnant. And even just saying that out loud so publicly on the bima makes me anxious. And that's in part because pregnancy has led me to encounter the many Jewish pregnancy-related superstitions, many of which you probably know. Traditionally, we don't say mazel tov upon hearing of a pregnancy. We say b'sha'a tova. We say in a good hour. You don't want to congratulate too soon. You want to give the baby time to cook. There are customs of avoiding baby showers, gifts, any nursery setup. Some people prefer not to announce their pregnancy at all. I have heard and said more poo 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 and God willing in the last couple of months than ever before in my life. For those who don't know the full poo 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 sentence, because I didn't, I had to look it up. It is short for bli ayin hara, poo poo poo, which translates as there should be no evil eye, spit, spit, spit. Poo 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 is spit, 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 and spit has healing powers, according to tradition. Its Yiddish cousin is Kenahora. Now, some of these practices, and many of them, reflect the very real anxieties around pregnancy, the fears around viability, the incredible vulnerability and hope and terror of this time, all of which I have experienced. And there's also an element of Jewish superstition that surely goes with the psychological and medical components, but I don't know that the evil eye factored in so much to those, because all of these Jewish customs stem from the idea that drawing attention to a happy occasion also draws the attention of evil spirits. There's a superstitious fear that by speaking about your good fortune, you're sinfully bragging and actually attracting the attention of the evil eye, who will then come down and spoil it, God forbid. As the Sefer Hasidim would say, one should not believe in superstitions, but it is best to be heedful of them, a teaching that I frankly love, just in case they're working. And none of this is Jewish law, but it comes from Jewish folktales and Jewish superstitious traditions throughout generations that have suggested that we couldn't and shouldn't and oughtn't to celebrate our blessings because that means that the evil eye would take them. And the superstitions don't just apply to pregnancy. You'll hear the poo 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 or kenahora in the context of all sorts of positive news. A professional achievement or strong season in business, a milestone birthday, a good test result or health outcome. Really, anytime things are going well, there's a fear that some envious outside power in the universe will take it away. And so instead of calling attention to these blessings, a Jewish practice can sometimes be to caveat or minimize them, or just wait for them, God willing, to come true. This week's Torah portion, Parshat Eikev, also approaches abundance and blessing through a similar lens of ambivalence and modesty, bordering on critique, actually. Moses details the extraordinary blessings that the Israelites will encounter once they enter the land of Israel. He talks about the bountiful land full of iron and copper, the 7 species, a land flowing with milk and honey. He talks about the fertility of humans, livestock, and agriculture, the military victories, the elimination of illness. There's so much goodness waiting for them on the other side of the Jordan. But then in almost the same breath, Moses admonishes the Israelites, teaching them that they have to be very careful with how they react to this goodness. Moses says to them, "It is not because of your virtues that you will be able to possess their country. It is because of the wickedness, their wickedness, that God is dispossessing them, and it is in order to fulfill the oath that God made to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." He goes even further, saying, "Beware lest your heart grow haughty, and you say to yourselves, 'My own power and the might of my own hand have won this wealth for me.' Remember that it is God who gives you the power to get wealth." Essentially, Moses is saying that the Israelites will receive these blessings not through any merit or worthiness, but essentially through a process of elimination. The other peoples are simply worse, and out of a commitment to the ancient ancestral promise that God made with the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So whereas Jewish superstition teaches that celebrating one's blessings can lead to bad luck, Moses' teachings suggest that celebrating one's blessings can lead to arrogance and haughtiness, a lack of perspective, and even entitlement. In the harshest read, he's telling the Israelites, don't celebrate your blessings because you don't deserve them. They need to remember how low, stiff-necked, and unworthy they are. But we know that both the approaches of superstitious avoidance and this extreme Mosaic modesty don't actually represent the fullness of how Jews react to goodness in our lives. And I would argue that the most Jewish reaction to blessing is to acknowledge goodness by giving thanks. In fact, in this very parsha, tucked in the middle of all those verses cautioning against haughtiness, we have the commandment to do just that, to give thanks. Moses says, "Ve'achalta v'savata uve'rachta et Adonai Elohecha." When you have eaten and are satisfied, you shall bless your God Adonai, al ha'aretz hatova asher natan lach, for the good land that God has given you. This verse actually becomes the foundational text for Birkat Hamazon, the blessing over food that's recited after eating. Did any of you learn or do the Birkat at summer camp? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. You don't have to do it with me right now. We can do it after Motzi or after Challah. If you did the long version, you might even remember Kakatu ve'achalta v'savata uve'rachta. So that's from this parsha. Ve'achalta v'savata uve'rachta et Adonai Elohecha. Another version of the Birkat that we recite is one in Aramaic. Brich rachamana malka de alma mare de hai pita. Brich rachamana, blessed is the merciful one. Malka de alma, king of or sovereign of the universe. Mare de hai pita, master of pita, or master of bread. Blessed is this merciful God who gives us bread to eat. In offering all these blessings of thanksgiving, we are paying attention to the abundance in our lives. Not because, as superstitions would suggest and critique, we're bragging, but also not because, as Moses would suggest, we believe we're deserving, but because we're simply grateful. It is so good for us spiritually, socially, and emotionally to offer thanks for the blessings that we receive. And these thanks go beyond thanking God. Whether you're doing the full benching, the Birkat after meals, or the abbreviated Aramaic, or thanking whoever went grocery shopping and cooked dinner, or generously tipping your waiter or DoorDasher, we are required to give thanks for the blessing of food. And I'll add that these requirements are in addition to offering the blessings before we eat, like hamotzi. We bless with a full plate and with an empty one. And there's something quite profound about this. We're not in the state of hunger or need that we were when we first sat down. We've eaten achalta, and we've been satisfied, sabata, and yet we still need to take time to give thanks. And so perhaps this grateful response to blessing is actually the most effective way to both ward off the evil eye and the most powerful antidote to haughtiness and entitlement. As author Lily Kalish Gersh beautifully points out, poo 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 is really the flip side of another favorite Jewish expression, Baruch Hashem, which means God is blessed, or more loosely translated, we thank God, or thank God. It's a way of saying, I feel blessed by God and constantly thankful for my good fortune. And so we offer thanks for the goodness in our lives, and moreover, we offer thanks for the very opportunity to bless that goodness so that we may never forget how truly lucky we are. Shabbat Shalom.
Yitkadal veyitkadash Shemei Rabbah. We turn to memory and gratitude for those who brought blessing into our lives and helped us to feel blessed. So if you're here observing Shiva or Shloshim, the first 7 or 30 days following a loss, and would like to share the name of your loved one aloud, we'll invite you to do so now. As a Temple Israel community, we are observing Shiva and Shloshim following the passing of Mark Hahn, father of Jason and Sherry, and grandfather of Spencer, Ryan, and Zoe, and Lessa Feingold, mother of Ellen and Owen and Clifford, grandmother and great-grandmother. We're also remembering Maurice Resnick, whose funeral will take place on Sunday. And so too, we remember all innocent victims of war and terror. If you're observing a yahrzeit tonight, the anniversary of a loss, and would like to share the name of your loved one aloud, we'll invite you to do so now.
My grandmother, Francine Grace Osmond. My mother, Rachel.
We're observing yahrzeit for the following members of our TI family: Richard Bacon, Edith Brynan, Wayne P. Diamond, Edward Irwin Friedman, Beatrice Gover, Arthur Carfiol, Gladys Kay, Irving Kirshner, Joseph Kramer, Ned Levy, Rachel Luderman, Edith Megida, Marilyn Maltz, Sally Orant, Emily Jordan Rudder, David Schechter, Joyce Schuster, Molly Silverman, Betty Snyder, Douglas Zimmerman, Carolyn Zuckerman-Knipe. If you're joining us on the live stream and you have a name to share, we'll invite you to do so by saying it aloud wherever you are, or you can also type it into the comments. We'll invite those in a period of Shiva or Shloshim to rise in body or spirit and remain standing. And we'll invite those observing a yahrzeit to rise in body or spirit and remain standing. We turn to page 598 as we rise together as one community for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'yizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'mei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudasha b'richu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace above bring peace and comfort to all of us on earth, as we say, Amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing. You may be seated. For some upcoming events at Temple Israel, I'll invite you to look at the back of your daf. Next week, we will be back at our other sanctuary for Shabbat on the beach. It's our penultimate Shabbat on the beach. We've got 2 more left of the season. Cantor, do you want to say anything about our Elul concert?
Thank you. We are having an Elul concert. Elul is the Hebrew month that immediately precedes the High Holy Days, and we've started to practice the last few years of having an Elul concert, which helps bring us into the spirit of introspection and reflection around the High Holy Days. This year, we're especially blessed to be joined by Rabbi Cantor Shani Ben Or, who is a dear friend of mine and Cantor Mann's, and maybe Rabbi Goldstein's? Okay. And she is a wonderful, beautiful cantor and leader, and she also has the distinction of being the first woman to be ordained as both a rabbi and a cantor in Israel. You will love hearing from her and learning from her, so we invite you to register for that concert. We would love to see you there. And with that, we'll turn to Kiddush and Motzi. Together, we will raise a glass on behalf of all of us tonight, and then hopefully you will get to raise a glass of your own of any sort right after this. Page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei puri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim b'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uv'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat Lechaim. And we have challah waiting for everyone just outside these doors, so we hope you'll stick around for a few minutes after we conclude to enjoy that with us. We'll offer the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Brich rachamana malkat yalma v'harei dehai pita. Brich rachamana malkat yalma v'harei dehai pita. These words are on your daf. Brich rachamana malkat yalma v'harei dehai pita. Brich rachamana malkat yalma v'harei dehai pita. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.